Hi, I'm Dilajan Joshdev, an undergraduate pursuing a Bachelor of Engineering in Software Engineering, and I've completed this project for my final year. This project is all about executing a solution for a real-world problem in this industrialized era. Of course, out there are the lots of millions of productions which simply make the globe in the hand through products like computers, laptops, smart TVs, and smart refrigerators, and even smart washing machines. But the most important product in this era is mobile phone. Yep, people used to buy the expected phone and then they realize the phone they expected does not exceed their expectations. After I figured out that I'm not the only one who confronts this thing really triggered me to bring this mobile phone recommendation, which is this one, powered by sentiment analysis and content-based filtering approach. Okay, let's get into this and you hold the grip of my flow of my track. The first one in this thing, we're gonna explore on the right the problem. Yep. The, the problem is most people before buying their phone used to do some sequential research about the price and specs, which is a good thing, but those things aren't really determining to find the expected phone because all the productions may have same price, same specifications, same some yeah, some are more or less than that. But what about the performance, huh? All of us are excited to taste the sweetness of the decisions we make, but what will happen after finding it's bitter? No way out, right? So I listed down all the probabilities of the decision and I brought it under a specified process to find the expected forms as human. Then I improvised them to build the system which really became the mechanism of itself. Okay. Let me tell you how it is. And it's interesting, of course. Okay, let's by going into this next slide, people make decisions to purchase the mobile phones. The first one is obviously price. And the crucial thing is they think the highly expected phones may not be affordable in the low cost range, but it exists. The sad thing is most people never gonna know that exists. And also, the high cost phones are promoted like they fulfill all the expectation, and really that might be a trend sometimes. Okay, moreover, people explore the specification of the phone while they are making decisions, right? So let's let's look into the next slide so we can give some more clarity. Like, yep, mobile phone specification. Even though they can get the phone with expected specification, but it may turn into worse choice because promised specification of the brands might compromise the performance for promotions, right? For example, how to say, yep, the M series of Samsung launched some phones, and exactly Oppo and Realme launched phones with the same specification, but Samsung still conquers the market, whereas the other two brands' performance cannot compete with Samsung. Even though some phone brands promote the camera module with 48 megapixel, which is the excellence of photography camera, but the other brand knock it out with the 12 megapixel camera module. I'm not exposing the battle between Samsung and iPhone. Just for information I said. In a nutshell, to be said, not all the top end phones are the best, and the low end phones are into critics. The most expected flips of Samsung had crashes in the screens even. And also the OnePlus, it had the jailbars in the displays after the updates, right? Even after a few years of phones, it may fail in the performance and some of them like went into a worse state. Remember, some Samsung Note series became a bomb, huh? So many explosions recorded still. And not all the best spec top-end phones fail. Even the iPhone old series released in the past, still grinding the whole world and still got the first market. It works, right? And some people find the best out of all the critics through some good research, and ratings are really, yeah, ratings are really working until in other words it's from a reliable source. Okay, let me tell the interesting thing in the next slide about the rating. On the internet, most of the people fall into the same fake promotions, which really show high ratings for the products to buy their deals for real. Even though in my analysis, the worst thing I worry about is most of the people influenced by the salesperson in the showroom. But how can it be, huh? The intent to their business. They intend to their business. They're real there are reliable companies that amend the true rating by accurate statistics professionally, but those few valuable parts haunted by the flux of non-reliable resources and so on, the salesperson are less than that, right? Luckily, some people have some well knowledgeable people who are really trustworthy, as well as that on the internet also some are being honest about their ratings and reviews. Yep, I'm gonna tell you about something on the YouTube. The next slide. Follow me. Okay, even though on YouTube so many reviews aren't real because they are paid enough to market the phones. More of an expert review, real experienced people deliver the goodness or the flaws of both in the surrounds, but the probability of that chance of a person who needs those reviews is low. So on internet, also other than experienced people, bots holding the market in unauthorized websites. As I said in the rating brief, it's hard to find the reliable sites and under this fog. So according to the process behind the decisions of a purchase and the exciting solution, which can resolve the core of the problem, really led to the aim through all the gaps in it. Okay, let's get into these gaps and aims of it. Yeah, there are existing solutions which really do do the mobile phone recommendation system through content-based filtering, like such a GSM Arena, Phone Arena, 91 phones, etc. You can filter the phone that you want, but none of them got no sentiment analysis, which is the main gap of this project. Utilizing the rating of the phone and implies reviews for analysis resolve the lacking component of those platforms and landed on the core ground as I said before, which cannot be done by the other solutions. By empowering the content-based approach handled by the other existing solution in this project push the limitations far more front. So the solution made in this project ensures the accuracy and the perfect recommendations. So I'll tell you the embarrassment of this in the next slide of the proposed solution. It really embraced how a human process while doing analysis by collecting data, making decisions, and doing some process. This project solution mimics the entire process with the calibrations and computations. The human process became the mechanism of this project, which can perform in wide environment and resources according to its recommendation system, deliver the most satisfied, accurate suggestions. And through that, this mobile phone recommendation system works by selecting the request specifications and the affordable prices. Then the system filters the phone by a content-based approach. Then through sentiment analysis, it picks the best suggestions in order. Let me write you through architecture. You will get a good vision if I do that. Okay, let me show you the architecture of it. Okay, after selecting the required specification of the affordable price, the system selects the fields of the thousands of data sets of the phone prices and specification. Through the selections of the user, this recommendation system sorts of the best list of phone by filtering the content base the data set and then it sends through the pipeline here in the smartphone recommendation engine here it sends through the pipeline the list of phones to the Amazon sentiment model which develops to analyze the product's reviews as well as it does to the phones as well. The sentiment analysis model shows the best phone through all the customers reviews of the phone and the phone related productions reviews. This review contains the performance of the phones and the experience they got. Here, the model analyzes whether the customer is satisfied the expectation before they buy, and what are the flaws that they worried them. And then these shortlisted phones travel back to the pipeline in the order of the rating. The final suggestion will be delivered to the user of this project. Here, display result in UI and you can see it. So this is how the system works, and now let's get into the novelty of this project as I described till now. And the novelty, okay, before that, these are the technology stacks that I've used in this project to build the system, and the novelty is this project relies on the satisfaction of the user after getting these suggestions. This achievement has been made through the content-based approach and sentiment analysis. And beyond the novelty, the project leaves room for some future enhancement and space to push the limitation even further away. I'll tell you in the last slide of it. Here it is. Okay, limitation on future enhancement. This project gets the finalized phone list from the Amazon sentiment model, right? Where can we get shops online links to buy the phone, as well as because according to the shops reviews were tabulated, and the algorithms and the sentiment analysis and the content-based approach need little upgrading, ensuring the accuracy. Of course, and it is. Moreover, this hybrid model, there's lots to engage some more models like as well as so many criteria like collaborative approach. So the feedbacks from the user also will be helpful to the system to increase the accuracy. And those are the limitations and those are the future enhancements still are defined in this project. Okay, let's get into the demonstration.